Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Rodgers throwing to start it off. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock, gets 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Running back sent in motion. 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Contact is made. He's hit and dropped back across midfield at the 44. Alfred Collins. And that's going to send them back into a 3rd and 9.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Rodgers to throw. Oh, it's there, but he dropped it. A painful moment to break concentration. And forces 4th down. One drive in, and he is already in line for that ice bath. Took a couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you know a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Second down, Purdy. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. They drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that's going to be good for a 49ers 1st down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Sending him on the dive. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Hit applied by Keanu Benton.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy. And that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. And the pick is dropped. He had the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete pass, though. Going to make it 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. He's got this at the 27. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stops.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. They're going to have the first down here as that play breaks off for about 19 yards.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. The pitch to Dowdle. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Beyond the door, Lenore, they're on the stop.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So now that we've sorted that flag out, we've arrived at the end of the first. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's first and 10. They'll run here, following the penalty. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. Rodgers set to pass. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here's Rodgers. Finds Metcalf there over the middle. And this is going to be short. Looks for sure like he'd have it, but they stopped him about a yard short, so it's fourth down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's now fourth down.
Fourth down now, Rodgers. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slipped through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Purdy setting up that play action. Down the field. Evans has it. He's hit, finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 27 on the play. And that is a San Francisco first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
try it right with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Purdy throwing here on second. Taken in by Kirk, right side. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8. Purdy to throw it. Got a man. This is Evans. Met there, and the contact takes him to the sideline. It's going to be about a 22-yard gain. It will be first down, 49ers.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. McCaffrey will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Finds Bernard. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
A couple of yards on the catch. Leaves him 2nd and 8. Rodgers will look to throw. This is Metcalf working that right side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he picks up 20 on that play. And that is good for Pittsburgh, 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They send a man in motion. Now here's Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. Second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Caught by one out of the backfield. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That finds Pittman, complete. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
From the red zone now. Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. It looks like about 4 yards on that first down play block before he steps out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down. To throw, Rodgers. Throw is caught. And give him a gain of about 6 before he steps out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Throwing again, Rodgers. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
23-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Fields this one at the 3. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
2 quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our second half. Return starts from the goal line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on this 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. He has taken this entire drive himself so far, Brock. Some assists, of course, from the guys up in front of him.
You'd be the first to give him credit, but he also knows when you get this going on the ground, it just sets the table for everything else.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. That play's going to be cut down after a gain of 2. And that's going to be good for a 49ers 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to him. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On 2nd down, here's Purdy. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jamil Dean makes the play.
Purdy's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying it left side. Dowdle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Second down, it's Rodgers. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Rodgers to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Inside the final minute of our 3rd quarter. Here's the give to Dowdle. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Rodgers to throw, second down. Finds him over the middle. Yeah, he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
And it's third down.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Rodgers set to pass. Escapes the pocket. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Jack Jones has got it.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Looks like they're getting about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Purdy. He'll get this over the middle to Kirk. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers side of the field.
That's a gain of 5.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers, 3rd down. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. Lewis Waitman will kick it away. Fielded at the 11. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, they rocked him on that throw. That's going to take most of the power out of it. Well, doesn't even get back to the line. It is 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Throwing on 2nd, Rodgers. Throws this one deep left. They connect on the deep shot. A clutch moment for a massive play. 30 yards.
A gain of 30.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Warren here from the gun. And is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Steelers needing 4 points. Multiple ways to attack. Here's second and long. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
26. Looking to throw it. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring it a fourth down.
They're officially left now clinging to one final lifeline. And for me, you know the situation. Players, not plays. Get your best player the ball on the most critical down of the game.
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on fourth down. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. The Steelers calling their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. They're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. This is a San Francisco first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4. Going run again with McCaffrey. A lot of space ahead. He's down the sideline into the red zone. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A clutch moment for a massive play. 35 yards.
I know these aren't characterized as hidden yards. Right, Kate, those are usually the special teams area that don't show up on the stat sheet. But to me, these are the hidden yards, the bonus yards that you gain when you make that kind of effort to break that kind of tackle.
From the gun, a run for Black. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewer.